Not so much from the threat, but because of the name. Pentridge.
Yeah, Pentridge. You are so fucked.
I shat myself as soon as I heard the word Pentridge. Kirby, now nudging 50, recalls. Until then, I thought I was just going to be sent back to the boys' home. Kirby had handed himself in. Wanted for an arson attack, he figured they would go easy on him if he made it easy for them. But that night, lying in a cold cot in a cell at the infamous Russell Street watch house, he wasn't so sure. I started thinking maybe I was going to Pentridge. After that dog put it on me for my pants, Kirby says. I didn't know anyone that had been sent there before they were 18, but I had heard that it had happened. And this wasn't my first offence. I'd only been out of boys' home for a few months before I was nicked. The thought of Pentridge kept Kirby up all night.
Pentridge? No way. I'm not going to Pentridge. I'm only 17.
I couldn't sleep, Kirby says. I just kept on thinking about Pentridge. We used to drive past it at least 3 times a week. I'd see it every time we went to my grandparents' place. I always used to ask Mum about it. What's that place? What's behind those big walls? You couldn't miss it. Those massive bluestone walls, all that barbed wire. It looked like a medieval castle. Mum used to turn around and say, "Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand and you don't need to know. You'll never end up in there." Kirby already knew his mother was wrong. He had accepted that he would end up in Pentridge after beginning his life in crime at the age of 14. I knew I'd end up there one day, Kirby says. We even used to joke about it in boys' home. They called it Bluestone College because young fellas got schooled in crime while in there. We'd talk about it like it was a badge of honour. You would have thought we were actually looking forward to it if you'd heard the things we said, but really, none of us wanted to end up there. We didn't really know what went on in there, but, like everyone else in Victoria, we knew it was a house of horrors. So, yeah, I was expecting a lag in Pentridge at some point, but I didn't think I'd be going yet. Not at 17. Young Kirby eventually got to sleep. He woke up to a nightmare. Kirby, keeping his head down and trying to make himself small, stepped up to the painted yellow line as instructed. "Right," the guard boomed. "This is how this is going to work. You see that truck over there?" He pointed towards what the inmates referred to as the meat truck, a cab towing a white windowless box. "It's going to Pentridge, and if I call out your name, so are you," he instructed. "So listen up. If I call out your name, you will get on the truck. If I don't call your name, then don't move. You will be staying here." Pentridge, Kirby thought again. No way. I'm not going to Pentridge, surely. I'm only 17. But there was another voice in his head, this one louder. It belonged to the man that had put it on him for his pants.
"Yeah, Pentridge. You are so fucked."
Kirby snuck a look to his left and immediately wished he had kept his eyes to the floor. The predator was looking at him. He turned away as fast as he could, but he saw the man smile and he knew what it meant.
"Just wait until we get to Pentridge. You know what happens to little shitbags in Pentridge, right? I am going to fuck you every night."
Kirby began to sweat, little beads building on his back, though he felt cold. He did his best to remain calm as the guard began reading out the names. One by one, the men stepped forward. Some walked fast, others slow. So far, so good. The name Kirby had not been called. He began to relax. He wasn't going to Pentridge. Another truck was coming for him. He was sweet. "Kirby!" the guard shouted. "Andrew!" Fuck. Wait. No way. Kirby wanted to question the guard. Something like, "Nah, you've got it wrong, mate. I'm going back to Tirana. I'm only 17. It took every ounce of his strength to keep his mouth shut and drag his feet up.